Investigating 17-year-old Rowan Winch, the FBI spent 4 years tracking a digital trail that would lead DARKWIRE, real stories from the wire, them to the heart of TikTok's algorithm. He cracked the code, turning it into a goldmine. How did a teenager outsmart one of the world's most powerful AI systems? Rowan Winch wasn't always a digital outlaw. Born in 2000, he grew up in suburban Illinois, where cornfields outnumbered skyscrapers. His father fixed cars, earning $45,000 annually, while his mother nursed school children, bringing in an additional $32,000. Rowan's world was quiet, until he discovered computers. The first time he disassembled an old PC, something clicked. By 15, he taught himself to code, building simple apps in his bedroom, like a tic-tac-toe game and a basic chatbot. 2017 changed everything. TikTok, the social media phenomenon, was on the rise. Rowan, then 17, started posting videos for fun using a Samsung Galaxy S8 with 64 gigabytes of storage. But it wasn't the dancing or lip-syncing that captivated him. It was the algorithm, the invisible force deciding which videos went viral. Rowan wanted to understand it. It became his obsession, driving him to spend over 4 hours a day studying the platform's code and network traffic. Knowledge is power. For Rowan, understanding TikTok's algorithm turned that knowledge into a multi-million-dollar empire. Using insights gleaned from dissecting the app's code, Rowan founded Fallen Media, a limited liability company registered in Illinois with an initial investment of $10,000. The company specialized in crafting viral content, knowing exactly what buttons to press to make a video explode. Their first client was a local beauty salon, which paid $500 for a promotional video that amassed 250,000 views within 48 hours. He wasn't alone. A tight-knit crew of digital hustlers joined him, each a specialist in their own right. There was Alex, a 25-year-old ex-Googler who handled SEO, Maya, a 22-year-old social media influencer who managed their online presence, and Jamie, a 28-year-old former hacker who ensured their operations remained secure. Together, they hacked the system, churning out hit after hit, riding the algorithmic wave to unprecedented success. Fallen Media reportedly pulled in $4 million, all from understanding what made TikTok tick, with their revenue split between content creation, 60%, and advertising, 40%. At its peak, Fallen Media was unstoppable. Rowan's content dominated the For You feed. His videos were everywhere, amassing millions of views within hours of posting. TikTok's algorithm, once a black box, was now Rowan's playground. To outsiders, it seemed like magic. To Rowan, it was just math, a complex equation of variables and weights that he had cracked. But every empire has its flaw. Rowan's was hubris. He believed he was untouchable. By June 2020, whispers circulated online, rumors of reverse engineering TikTok's algorithm, discussions about its invasive data collection. It was only a matter of time before someone connected the dots back to Rowan and his crew. A Reddit thread titled, "I reverse engineered TikTok's algorithm," gained traction, with over 10,000 comments and 50,000 upvotes. What he didn't know was that TikTok's engineers were already onto him. The platform ramped up security, deploying countermeasures to detect and neutralize reverse engineering attempts. They were playing a game of cat and mouse, and Rowan was running out of moves. TikTok's security team, led by Chief Information Security Officer Guy Rosen, implemented a new encryption protocol, making it harder for Rowan to access the algorithm's underlying code. The fall came swiftly. TikTok tightened its grip, locking down the algorithm, closing loopholes Rowan had exploited. The FBI cybercrime unit, intrigued by the reports, started probing. Agents like Sarah Kale and Mark Dunbar from the Chicago field office coordinated a surveillance operation that would track Rowan's digital footprints and financial records. They obtained a warrant to monitor his online activities, tracing his IP address to a server in Los Angeles. But this is where it gets worse. The FBI began wiretapping communications within Fallen Media, listening in on conversations that hinted at more than just algorithm tweaks. They suspected potential data breaches and unauthorized access to user data. Field agents set up a sting operation, monitoring Rowan as he continued to tweak his content strategies, unaware of the looming crackdown. They tracked his financial transactions, noticing a suspicious transfer of $100,000 to a shell company in the Cayman Islands. On a crisp November morning in 2020, the arrest unfolded. With the early winter sun casting long shadows, agents surrounded Rowan's suburban home. Precisely at 6:30 a.m., they moved in. Rowan, in his pajamas, was caught off guard as agents knocked and announced their presence. The scene was tense yet controlled, with Rowan compliant but visibly shaken as he was led away in handcuffs, his grandmother watching in tears. The trial that followed was a media spectacle. Courtroom 5B in the Cook County Courthouse became a battleground of legal wits. Prosecutors brought in experts to explain the complexities of algorithm reverse engineering to the jury, detailing how Rowan's operation exploited TikTok's vulnerabilities. Rowan sat quietly, his defense arguing the lack of direct harm and the ingenuity of his methods. The prosecution presented evidence of Rowan's bank statements, showing a significant increase in income from $20,000 in 2018 to $1 million in 2020. Testimonies were damning. An ex-employee testified about the lengths Fallen Media went to keep their practices secret. It was like a digital arms race, he said. We had to stay one step ahead of TikTok's updates. The jury was captivated by the technical jargon and the high-stakes cat-and-mouse game depicted. The ex-employee, who wished to remain anonymous, revealed that Fallen Media had a team of 10 people working on reverse engineering the algorithm with a budget of $500,000. In the end, Rowan avoided jail time, but faced hefty fines. The judge handed down a sentence of community service and ordered Fallen Media to undergo regular audits. Rowan's hacking days were over, but his story was far from finished. The court ordered him to pay $500,000 in restitution to TikTok and to perform 200 hours of community service, working with a local nonprofit organization to educate young people about online safety and digital responsibility. Today, Rowan Winch is still running Fallen Media, albeit in a different capacity. The digital landscape has shifted beneath his feet, but he's adapted. TikTok remains a titan, its algorithm a closely guarded secret once more. For Rowan, the thrill of the hack is gone, replaced by the steady grind of legitimate business. He now works with brands to create content that resonates with their audience, using his knowledge of the algorithm to drive engagement and sales. He cracked the algorithm, rode the wave, and changed the game. But here's the twist. How many more are out there, ready to do the same? The world of social media is a complex and ever-evolving landscape, full of hidden dangers and untold riches. As Rowan's story comes to a close, one thing is certain. The next big hack is just around the corner, waiting to be discovered.